Once you create a group, then you should be ready to add members. And there's a couple of ways to do this. A lot of teachers like to add them manually, so there is a members link on the group nav bar. When you click onto it, then you can search for users. And most of the users, both teachers and students, are in the system. So you just type their last name and then they'll appear. And as you can see, they just pop up right like that. You click onto it. You could add a whole class within maybe 2 minutes if you had a roster in front of you. And then you click the Add Users. Then it will add it to the list of users that you already have. Now, if it is teacher, you have two ways to manage these members. You can give a teacher admin rights if they're teaching the class with you, or you could actually remove them. If you have a student in there, you can, there's a third option of a lockdown. Now when you lock them down, it locks them down for 15 minutes. So if I click like this, are you sure you want to lock him down for 15 minutes? And you can say okay. And there might be several reasons you want to do that. Maybe a test taking, or maybe discipline, or whatever the case may be with that. This is kind of like the same thing as this lockdown status for the whole course, but you could do it for several students at a time. So if you wanted to remove a user, all you would have to do is click, and are you sure you want to remove Mr. Mayor? And I will say remove user, and he is gone. There are two other ways that students can become members of your group. And remember, a group is another name for course. You can click the edit, which is on your group navigation bar, and it will come to this edit group, which is similar to edit settings in Moodle, where you can adjust the beginning settings of your course. You can click this add code, and it will generate a code that the students can use. You can put this on the board, or give it to them on a slip of paper, whichever you prefer. And then as a student, and here's an example of a student's My Big Campus. You can tell them to type the name of the course or the group up here, and it will generate a list of everything that has reading as fundamental in it. So mine is this top one that I just made, and I know that because it's Plymouth High School. The student would click onto that, and they have two choices. They can hit request to join, and what will happen is it will send the teacher a notification. So the teacher would have to go up into notifications and approve them as a member. Or they can click this join with code, and they can type in the code that was generated by My Big Campus. Click join. And then you can see that this student now has Reading is Fundamental group in their list of groups that they're members of. So there are several ways to add. One is to go to members and add them manually. Another one is go to edit group, get a code, give the code to them, or they can request to join it, and you can approve whatever students want to join that group.